In this video, I'll be showing you the basic step-by-step for Gutenberg WordPress tutorial. I believe many people, including me myself, not even try to use Gutenberg because of the bad review previously. When I first create a page in Gutenberg editor, I feel stuck and confused and don't even know where to begin. Due to the evolution of this block editor based on speed and performance and now become the default built-in page builder in WordPress, Gutenberg is what you really need to pay attention at. After watching this video, you'll be familiar and understand what is Gutenberg and be able to use the basic tools and functions to build a website. Okay, so what is Gutenberg? Gutenberg is now the default page builder or block editor for WordPress, just like Elementor, Thrive Architect, and others page builder. So after you create a new page or post, you will see a welcome pop-up. Just read through and click on close. The first thing we need to look at is the add block button or the plus icon here and here. You can click on any of these plus icon. It will open up the main block menu. Blocks in Gutenberg is just like widget in Elementor. In other words, they are individual blocks elements that can craft together to build your website. You can browse for the blocks that you want by hover your mouse to view the sample block. Or if you know the name of the block you need, you can type in / and search for the block that you want at this search bar. For example, I would like to search for button. So I will see the button blocks here. So you can click on it and key in the text for this button. Normally, the first thing we need to do is to type the title of the page here. The title here will actually become your page permalink URL and the heading will become your page or post title. Let me show you what I mean. For example, I'll name the page title, this is a page, and click on publish. Because for this example, I'm installing the WordPress in my local computer, so you will see my URL address is in this way. So you can click on copy link and go to the link and you will see the page here. If you are installing your WordPress in your actual hosting, you will see your URL address will be your domain / this is a page. From here, if you click on the patterns tabs, you will see the pre-built blocks for you to select. These are actually the combination of blocks that already been configured and ready for you to add to your editor window for your design. For example, let's say you want to have 2-column layout. For example, let's say you want to create a 2-column layout with image and text on it. You can click on here and select columns and select this layout. Or you can select any patterns that close to what you're looking for. And from here, you can edit from here so that you can save you a lot of times rather than building everything from scratch. You can change the text by clicking here to edit the text. And you can change the image by clicking on the image and click on replace. And you can either browse from your media library or upload the new image from your computer. You can have more pre-designed blocks by installing more third-party blocks plugins. There are plenty of them, but one of them that I'm recommending is Cadence blocks. Cadence blocks are free and good to use together with Gutenberg. I will leave the link in the description for you to check out. The next step is the Reusable tab. The reusable blocks are the blocks that you can create and save it to use again and again. Think of it, reusable blocks are just like templates. This is very convenient if you have certain elements blocks that you would like to repeat over and over again in the future for your post or page. Your screen might be different from my screen because these are the reusable block that I have saved previously. To save a reusable block, let's say this button here, I will name it reusable button. To save this button to the reusable block, take note that you need to select the whole block here by selecting the buttons from this breadcrumb and click on this 3-dot button and add to reusable block. You can see here block created. Now at any time you want to reuse this button here, you can click on any place and click on the plus button here and choose the reusable block that you have saved, just like this. The next item is the modes, which is the pencil here. By default, the edit mode is selected. So in edit mode, you can click on anywhere and edit the text or whatever block that you want to edit. If you change to select mode, is where you can select each and every block in the select mode, just like this. Next, we have the undo and redo. And if you click on the I button here, you can see the number of characters and words and the number of headings and just like summary, everything for this page here. And the next one is the navigation button. This will show all the blocks you are using on your current editor. And if you click on the block here, it will redirect you to the selected block. The next one is the save draft button for you to save your progress, and the preview button so that you can preview your page in desktop, tablet, or mobile device view. You should always check and preview your page in mobile mode to make sure your site looks good in mobile. The next one will be the publish or update button. If you already published your page, this button will change to update for you to update your progress. Next, we will look at the setting icon here. When you click on it, it will open up the sidebar window, which represents the page setting at the current selected block setting. Click on the button next to the tab. Because this is a post, so that you can see the post tab here. If this is a page, you will see this tab will stated page, but it's more or less the same. At the status and visibility, you can change the visibility to public, private, or password protected. And you can also check on stick to the top of the block. The next one, you can see the revision here. You can return back to the older revision. And the next one is permalink. You can change your URL slug here, and you can also copy your URL address from here. The next one is category. You can add your category here. Just give your category a name and click on the category for this post. And the next one is the tag. If you want to make the SEO guy happy, you can add your tag for this post. And the next one is feature image. You can add the feature image for this post by clicking here and select the image that you want. Let's say for this example, I will click on this image and set this image as the feature image for this post. And the next one is excerpt. You can key in some text from here. This is where if your post appear on Google search, they will see the text you key in from here. And the next one is discussion. You can tick allow visitor to comment and the pinback and trackbacks. And the next item is the post setting. You can set the setting that you like. For example, you want to disable the header or disable the footer. You can toggle on this toggle here. The next one will be the option in the editor. You can click on the option button here and it will open up to this sidebar menu. In the view menu, you can click on top toolbars. This is where if you click on the box, the toolbar will appear on the tops. So if you uncheck it, it will appear on top of every block. Let's say for example here like this and this one. So if you check on this, the toolbar will stick on the top. And the second one is the spotlight mode. If you check on it, it will highlight on the blocks that you select, and the others of the block will become blur. And the third one is the full screen mode. If you click on full screen mode, you will see the whole editor in the full screen mode. And if you uncheck it, you can see the dashboard menu still on the left side, but you can collapse the menu so that you will have a better view. Next option is the editor. This is where you can switch your page to visual mode or code mode. If you don't know what is code mode, just stay in the visual mode, as 99% of the time you'll be using at visual mode. In short, visual mode is front-end editor, is where you can see what you get on your actual web page display. You see, for example, if I click on code mode, you will see the code for this page. But most of the time we will use visual mode. And the next one is plugin. This one depends on the third-party plugin that you install. You will see the option in plugins here. The next one is tools. Under block manager, you can toggle on and off for the blocks that you want. Because after you install the third-party blocks, you will see a lot of the blocks is the repeat block, which if you don't need, you can turn off from here. The next one is manage all reusable block. So you can click on manage here, and you will see here is the list of the reusable block that you have saved. You can either export out to use, or you can import the templates of the reusable block by clicking import from JSON and choose the template that you want to import. Next is the keyboard shortcut. When you click on this button, you can see there is a list of keyboard shortcut here. You can memorize the one that you have always used. The next one is the welcome guide. This is what you see when you first open a new page. And the next one is the copy all content. You can click on this button to copy the whole page and paste on the new post or page. For example, I click on copy all content and I will add a new page. And let's say I will name it page 2. And from here, I will right click and paste. And as you can see, I can paste all the blocks to this page. And the next one is this help button is where you can look around if you want to find more information about Gutenberg in WordPress.org. And finally, preference is where you can toggle on or off for some feature in Gutenberg, depends on individual preference. For example, you want to include pre-published checklist, or you can toggle it off, which means when you press on this publish button, it will not ask you a question, it will directly publish this page or post. And others like appearance, you want to display buttons label. As you can see, it's changed from here. Let me show you what I mean. You see, option, preference, you can toggle it on or off, and blocks and panels. This all depends on individual preference. In my opinion, Gutenberg is what you really need to pay attention at. If you follow through the walkthrough in this video, you'll be more confident to use Gutenberg. If you are first time here, consider to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out my future video. Check out the link in the description to learn more about WordPress.